What if I told you that not all income is created equal? Or have you ever wondered why some people work less but earn more? Today, we're going to explore Robert Kiyosaki's Cashflow Quadrant, a powerful tool that will change the way you think about making money. Robert Kiyosaki's Cashflow Quadrant is a powerful framework for understanding the different ways people earn money. He argues that it's not what you do, but how you earn your income that determines your path to financial freedom. The quadrant is divided into four main categories, with the left side representing job security and the right side representing financial freedom. The left side security, the people on this side of the quadrant trade their time and effort for money. They are seeking security and a steady paycheck. Employee, you describe someone who has a job for someone else. Use clear examples like an office worker, a teacher, or a store manager. Talk about the perceived security, but also the limitations, trading time for money. Self-employed, S explains someone who owns their own job. Use examples like a freelance graphic designer, a doctor with a private practice, or a consultant. Highlight the independence, but also the burden of being the central point of the business. Business owner, this is where the real shift happens. Describe someone who builds a system or hires people to work for them. Use examples like the owner of a restaurant chain or a franchise. Explain that the goal is to create freedom from time. Investor, this is the final quadrant. Explain that these are people who make their money work for them. Use examples like investing in stocks, real estate, or other businesses. The ultimate goal is to generate passive income. Discuss Kiyosaki's main point. The importance of moving from the left side of the quadrant, E and S, to the right side, B and I, to achieve true financial freedom. Emphasize that one quadrant isn't bad, but each offers different levels of control, security, and income potential. Understanding the quadrant is the first step to changing your financial mindset. Which quadrant are you in right now? Or which quadrant do you want to move to? If you want to learn more about how to create wealth, be sure to hit the subscribe button and like this video. Why it is important to know about Robert Kiyosaki. Mindset shift. His most significant contribution is a powerful shift in mindset he promotes. He challenges the conventional wisdom of go to school, get a good job, and save money, and encourages people to think differently about money, assets, and liabilities. For many people, his books are the first time they've been exposed to these ideas. Financial literacy. Kiyosaki has made complex financial concepts accessible to a mass audience. Ideas like the Cashflow Quadrant, the difference between an asset and a liability, and the importance of financial education are presented in a simple, story-driven way that is easy to grasp for beginners. Encourages entrepreneurship. He is a passionate advocate for entrepreneurship and investing. His work motivates people to take control of their financial lives, explore business opportunities, and stop relying solely on a paycheck. Focus on passive income. He was one of the first popular authors to put a strong emphasis on the concept of passive income, making money that is not tied to your active labor. This idea is a cornerstone of modern financial independence movements. What about the critics? Kiyosaki has faced significant criticism and controversy over the years. Addressing these points in your video can add credibility and show your audience that you've done your research. The Rich Dad story. Critics argue that the Rich Dad character from his books is either a composite character or entirely fictional. They claim there is no documented evidence of Kiyosaki's significant wealth before he made millions from selling his books and seminars. This leads some to believe that he is a guru who got rich by selling advice on how to get rich. Vague and high-risk advice. His advice is often criticized for being too general and lacking specific, actionable details. For example, he advocates for using good debt to buy assets, but critics point out that this is a high-risk strategy that can lead to disaster without proper knowledge and a high tolerance for risk. Some of his business ventures have also gone bankrupt, which is critics point to as evidence that his advice isn't always sound. Criticism of formal education. Kiyosaki's strong criticism of formal education is a major point of contention. While his message about the importance of financial literacy is well received, his AJNSD, the traditional schooling system, can be seen as overly simplistic and irresponsible, particularly for younger audiences. Seminar and upsell controversies. He has been criticized for promoting expensive seminars and educational courses, where attendees are often pressured to buy more expensive programs. Some of his companies have faced legal issues related to these seminars. How to address this in your video. To create a balanced video, you can briefly mention these criticisms. For example, when you explain the quadrants, you could say something like, Kiyosaki's Cashflow Quadrant is a powerful idea, even though he's a controversial figure. While some critics argue about the details of his personal story, what's undeniable is the value of the mindset shift his work inspires. The key is to take the core lessons, like the difference between assets and liabilities, and apply them carefully to your own life, always doing your own research. This is the end of the video. If you like this content, please like, subscribe, and comment. If you would like to support this channel, I've left the details in the description, as it helps us continue with this project. Este es el fin del video. Si te gusta este contenido, dale me gusta, suscríbete y comenta. Si te gustaría apoyar este canal, en la descripción te dejo los datos, ya que nos ayuda a seguir con este proyecto.